Hey guys, just got back from seeing the movie Scrambled. If you notice the video or audio quality, maybe it's changed. This is a new laptop. If it's still the shits like a lot of people like to tell me, I don't know what to tell you. uh, yeah, have only one thing to review today. I would have seen Argyle, but I got one tomorrow, 5:30 in the morning. And I was like, I think the next showtime for Argyle was like 6 o'clock. I'm like, I'm good. I'll just go see Scrambled, and that's about it. And call it a day because I had to get a new laptop anyways. So it was an emergency situation. So Scrambled. This is one of those movies that I wouldn't have known about. Like it's one of those movies when I saw it pop up in the listings, I was like, Scrambled. What the hell is that? And then I looked at the plot stuffs and I go, oh yeah, I remember getting a trailer for that. And I'm like, yeah, I remember that looked pretty all right. And I remember like I got a trailer one time for it. Like I said, it's almost impossible now. It amazes me like when I don't get trailers for anything for certain movies because I get the same trailers all the fucking time for the same movies. But like I only got one trailer for this. I thought, all right, look, it was decent enough trailer that I remembered it when I saw the plot synopsis. So I'll say this: I really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I really did. I thought this was a very funny comedy, and for a movie that I had not many high, didn't have really any expectations going in, even though it's been getting good reviews. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised. It's one of those genuinely surprisingly good movies that you go in blind with, and this is one of them. I this is a movie. I'm going to try to make sure I get the girl's name right. The main thing, the main takeaway from this movie, I think for me and pretty much anybody who watches this, uh, shit. Give me a second. I want to get the girl. Leah McKendrick is the star of Leah McKendrick, who also wrote and directed this movie too. This is an actress that I looked up her biography, like filmography, like she's only done a couple things here and there, and isn't really. I was like, so that's why I've never seen her before. So I'm not like she's not a part of a famous show or anything like that. Or no, she's like a pretty unknown actress, but goddamn, she's really funny. And this is like a breakout star-making performance from her. I really enjoyed her in this movie a lot. I thought she was very funny. She was very good at expressing uh, taste, especially. Sorry. And she is really funny in this movie. I thought she was knocked it out of the park with this movie. Um, she also knew when to be serious. I loved that. Like I said, I loved how she could express with her face, especially, and she made me laugh with some of the expressions on her face. It was pretty funny. Um, I enjoyed her performance a lot. This movie is it's a movie where she is a woman who is 34. I'm 36, so I like it. Where she her biological clock is basically ticking. And she basically finds that she really has not many eggs left, and they recommend her to try to maybe freeze her eggs. So she decides to freeze her eggs. She's doing it basically because all her friends around her and everybody she knows is either get married or pregnant. So she's kind of had like almost a life crisis at this moment. Also, at the same time, she has her dad, who's Clancy Brown, who right away when he pops up in this movie, I was like, "Well, I'm already a big fan of this movie. Clancy Brown's on this. I mean, fucking Clancy Brown plays her dad. He's the stereotypical dad you see. Where are you going to give me a grandchild? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yeah. You have those characters, and I'm sure everybody has had dads like that in real life. I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, I hear it from my family. I'm like, why don't I never had kids yet or not married? I'm like, 'cause I don't want to. Jesus Christ. And yeah, like, and so she decides to freeze her eggs, and it's a movie about that, and a lot of like the unfortunate mishaps that women have to deal with situations like this. And it's a really good movie. When it needs to get serious, it gets really serious. It talks about some serious, tough subjects. Um, Especially when they're talking about this has a really great scene where she goes to support group for women that had miscarriages. And, that's a horrible subject. The lost of baby during the pregnancy, and it's a really horrific stories this poor woman went through, and she manages to get a genuine laugh out of me, where she tells her friend who's supposed to go with her decides she's not going, and she says, "Well, that's and she starts leaving." She tells her, "I have nothing really to share, so I'm just freezing my eggs. I hope to have the opportunity to have a miscarriage." I'm like, ooh, it's a beautiful opportunity to have a miscarriage. So, all right, abort, abort. I'm like, oh god, I was laughing my ass off, and it ended up being a really great scene, very funny. It was like that was a really funny scene. Uh, I will say, like, Clancy Brown's character does become a little much for me. It's like there's a certain point where you're like, dude, you're really an asshole. Like, I mean, what's Clancy Brown? But Jesus Christ, dude, support him in your daughter a little bit. Like, he comes off like he makes some comments of like, damn. Towards the middle of the movie, I'm like, damn, dude, this is your daughter. I'm like, to the point, I was like, is this like maybe a stepdaughter? So no, it's just a regular daughter. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what the fuck? I was laughing my butt off at that. Um, yeah, I really recommend this movie. It's very funny. And Scrambled is a very good movie, a pleasant surprise. I recommend it. A lot of people see it. I hope it gets some kind of audience. Um, I won't be back till probably Tuesdays when I go see Argyle. I got work this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to do it this weekend. Uh, yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday I'm really fucking busy on my days off, but I'm gonna fit in Argyle in there on Tuesday. I should be able to fit it in on Tuesday. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later.